The Conference of Progressive Nigerians has strongly condemned the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited's decision to suspend the naira-for-crude oil swap deal with domestic refineries. This move, according to the group, is a blatant attempt to undermine the economic goals of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration and sabotage the growth of local refineries. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, convener Dr. Emmanuel Agabi described the NNPCL's action as a treacherous move and an unforgivable betrayal of Nigeria's economic sovereignty. Agabi questioned the timing and implications of the decision, citing reports that Nigeria's crude oil output has increased since the inception of the deal. He also demanded to know who benefits from the forward contract that the NNPCL claims justifies the suspension of the naira-for-crude deal.
This decision is not only a betrayal of the Nigerian people, but also a calculated move to undermine the growth and sustainability of our local refineries. Indeed, it is a slap on the collective aspirations of a nation striving for energy independence and economic stability. This action is not only a treacherous move, but an unforgivable betrayal of Nigerian economic sovereignty. This bad decision has sent shockwaves across the petroleum industry, and it is very important for us to expose the evil agenda propelling the reckless maneuver. Moreover, the timing and implications of this decision are nothing short of suspicious. The naira-for-crude arrangement, which was introduced on October 1, 2024, was seen by everyone as a visionary policy that is designed to bolster domestic refining capacity, reduce our reliance on imported petroleum products, and stabilize the naira by easing pressure on our foreign exchange reserves. However, by suddenly pulling the plug on this policy, the NNPCL has shamelessly proven itself to be an agent of economic sabotage, dancing to the tunes of greedy, corrupt, and self-serving individuals whose only interest is to perpetuate fuel importation at the expense of national progress. Apparently, it is very shameful that the NNPCL has chosen to prioritize its selfish interests over the collective good of the nation.
The group warned that the suspension of the deal would have far-reaching consequences, including plunging Nigeria's forest reserves into further distress, exacerbating the precarious state of the naira, and forcing local refineries to purchase crude oil from international suppliers in dollars. This, they argued, would lead to skyrocketing petroleum prices and inflict severe hardship on Nigerian citizens. The group accused the NNPCL of prioritizing its selfish interest over the collective good of the nation and of acting in cohort with external forces to destabilize the Nigerian oil and gas sector. They demanded that the federal government initiate a full-scale probe into the activities of the NNPCL and hold those responsible for the suspension of the naira-for-crude deal accountable for their actions.
Perhaps it is time for the federal government to initiate a full-scale probe into the activities of the NNPCL. The opaque dealings, questionable contracts, and underhanded policies of this organization must be scrutinized to the fullest extent. We demand that the National Assembly, anti-corruption agencies, and civil society groups immediately investigate this treachery and take necessary action. Nonetheless, we must emphasize that Nigeria's local refineries are not only competent, but also fully capable of meeting domestic demands if given the necessary support. The suspension of the naira-for-crude deal is a direct attack on their viability, and the message is clear. The NNPC does not want Nigeria to refine its own crude. It is evident that if urgent steps are not taken to reverse this catastrophic decision, Nigeria will once again be plunged into the era of crippling fuel scarcity, unbearable pump prices, and unnecessary reliance on foreign refiners.